Hi, welcome to my Twitch channel. I'm Greg, and I like to play classic video games. Join me 3 nights a week as we dive into my huge game collection to uncover hidden gems, replay the hits, and have a great time with our fun, friendly community. 3 nights a week, Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday at 9:30 p.m. Eastern. Come hang out for some old games, some friendly chat, and to raise money for the IWK Children's Hospital through Extra Life.
He's taking out mages like crazy. Look at that.
And if you can't tune in live, check out the archive on YouTube at Generation 16 Extra. Hope to see you in the chat.
So close. Yes!
Good evening, everybody. How you doing? Gaijin, Sarah Bess, Ben, Keened, Scoop Jessica. Thank you, Jaspertine. Subs. Getting ready to be happy tonight, but I am going to say this because it's on my mind right now. Not to bring down the stream, obviously, and I appreciate everybody being here, and if you give me a minute, but it's been a rough couple days in Nova Scotia. We now have the distinction of being the site of the biggest mass shooting in the history of the country, apparently, which is not something that I think a lot of people here are used to dealing with. And it's freaky. And for anybody who's wondering, because I've had a lot of people reach out, which is tremendously thoughtful to see if I'm okay and if my family's okay. And very luckily so far, none of my loved ones or nobody really close to my family has been affected. But I mean, we're a small province. We're less than 1 million people. So, 6 degrees of separation. I mean, we're seeing pictures and names coming up right now. I think the last time was 18 victims that they've identified, where it's just like, I know that person, or I know somebody who's best friends with that person, or so it's been, watching the news has been really difficult. And they don't know exactly how many victims we have, because the guy went on a rampage and he was setting buildings on fire too. Like, it was a 12-hour thing, and right now they're saying there's 16 different crime scenes that they're investigating. And of course, where some buildings were burnt down, they don't know what they're going to find when they're done sifting through with the rubble. So it's messed up. It's messed up. And so hug my kids extra close, and yeah. Yep. So that's all. That's all I'm gonna say about that. We're gonna play a game about murder. we're gonna try to finish Colonel's Bequest tonight. When last we left Laura Bow, she had just found Fifi and Jeeves. Well, found their bodies anyway. It is not something we're used to, no. So, yeah. And this isn't something I'm used to either. So, anyway, that's all I'm going to say about that. Let's raise some money for Extra Life. Okay. All right. Let's see what's going on here. We're going to examine the decanter, which I might have done before I saved last time. A strange white powder has collected in the bottom of the cognac decanter. Poison? Hey, Tommy. Look at decanter with monocle. What do you mean I'm not close enough? I'm literally right on it. Bending over the cognac decanter, you carefully examine it with the monocle. Yes, here are 2 clear fingerprints. You thoroughly examine Jeeves and Fifi's body, but cannot see how they might have died. You are very puzzled. All right, well, we'll leave them here. Jeeves will clean them up. Can't remember if that was supposed to have music or not. I believe my room is up here. Look in holes. Lillian is writing in a book which she apparently keeps locked in her suitcase. All right. Speeding up now. Clarence is writing at his desk. I love that we've moved into adventure games now that actually have, soundtracks. Okay, we gotta get down to the parlor. Excuse me. It is 12:30 in the morning. You've entered the parlor of the old mansion. Against the back wall, you notice a sculpted marble bar, and in the corner, a parrot swings from its bird stand. Does Clarence have clearance for that? I don't know. What's your vector, Victor? Examine glass with monocle. Picking up the glass, you use Wilbur's monocle as a magnifying glass and notice a faint fingerprint. As you look at the empty glass, you notice a faint fingerprint on it. Okay. So everyone ordering our mugs, or what? Oh, we're going to the study, not the game room. That a boy, Jaspertine. And thank you, Ben, for that design. Neither do I. This appears to be the Colonel's study, as a large desk dominates the room. Upon the desk, you notice a small glass case. At the back of the room, 2 large cabinets also catch your attention. The leaded glass cabinet is wide open. Look in cabinet. Cautiously, you peek inside the open door of the cabinet. Not surprisingly, part of the Colonel's weapons collection is housed there. Within the cabinet, you see an Australian boomerang, a steel cutlass, a mace, and an antique crossbow. It's getting close to 1. Beauregard. Beauregard has joined Rudy as he sits on the steps outside Colonel Dijon's study. Oh, thank you, Ben. Appreciate that. Pick a game, man. Send me a message. Yeah, I've bought a few things on eBay recently. Probably shouldn't have, but I did. What you doing here, girl? Can't you feel the evil in the air? There's something real bad around here, and I'm staying put in my cabin behind locked doors. You get yourself on back to your room here. I'm terrible at this. Okay, so I guess she doesn't want to talk to me. 1cc Salamander and Gradius 2. Gradius 2? Gradius 2? Make them all Scottish. I can't do a Scottish accent. My Scottish accent would be worse than Phil's English accent. Or French accent. Or English and French accent. Or whatever those accents are. So did you order one, Ben? You did, didn't you? Oh, yes. You told me that. Right. Yeah, I'm still going to wait on mine. I did order hard driving for the Saturn. Kind of excited for that to show up. Should be here soon, I think. Oh, there's Rudy. I have my first race in iRacing since renewing my my membership tonight. Finished second. Pretty proud of myself. Cautiously, you peek inside the open door of the cabinet. Not surprisingly, part of the Colonel's weapons collection is housed there. Within the cabinet, you see an Australian boomerang, a steel cutlass and mace, and an antique crossbow. Apparently, there are weapons missing there. I've got to get a hold of the Polymega people and get a receipt for my pre-order. I would be so happy if they put 3DO support on the Polymega. My 3DO is in bad shape. And 3DO emulation sucks. Ruh-roh, this is horrendous. Now it's Clarence. Someone has killed him by stabbing him in the chest with a dagger. If only there were a way to flee this terrible island. Shaking terribly, you search Clarence's body and establish that he did indeed die by a stab wound to the chest. Upon further searching, you discover a pack of matches in Clarence's coat pocket. Thinking it might come in handy, you take it with you. Guess he had the fish. Guess you don't like the cornbread either. A pearl-handed dagger is stuck in Clarence's chest. Does anyone use XBMC? I used to use XBMC, and I'm starting to realize that I was saying this to Phil last night, is that I have a ridiculous number of subscriptions to a ridiculous number of streaming services. But man, if I want to go look at some, like watch some of my favorite old movies, like I really wanted to watch The Terminator the other night. Can't find it. And when you do find it, it's one of those situations where it's like, well, it's on this service, but only if you also subscribe to Showtime or HBO or something like that. So I feel like I need to just buy some stuff digitally and use something like XBMC, which I used to use to watch that stuff when I want to watch it. I have an old computer that I bought specifically for XBMC ages ago that I haven't used in forever. Anyone else? That's why I'm asking if anyone else uses that. Yeah, exactly. Right? Thank you, Xenos. Appreciate that. Please consider making a game selection and sending me a message. What do you mean I'm on the wrong side of the bed to do that? Bed's not that big, bro. You notice a diary lying atop Lillian's clothes. Okay. Examine diary. That is a diary. Examine diary with monocle. Upon opening the diary, you see a small, inky fingerprint inside the front cover. You examine it more closely with Wilbur's monocle. Titanic wasn't a bad movie. It wasn't Aliens or Terminator, or The Abyss, but it was. I enjoyed it. He lost me on his movie about big blue aliens. What was that called? I did not like that movie at all. Just did not like that movie. And I can't believe there are more coming. I can't believe how long we've been waiting for more to come anyway. Avatar. Ugh, I did not like that movie. Upon opening the diary, you casually noticed an ink-stained fingerprint. Thank you, USC. Oh, Scrooge. Uncle Scrooge. Inside the front cover. Curiously and a bit guiltily, you scan through the rest of the diary's pages. Nothing much captures your interest until you come to the latest entry. It reads... May 27th. That's today. Dear Diary, I'm so terribly upset. I can't believe Uncle Henri would do this to me. I thought I was like a daughter to him, and now I find out I'm no more important than any of those other creeps. They can't get away with it. You know, they just can't. Between you and me, Diary, you know they have to go. Because of what they all did to me, I know they were all in it together to have me put away in the nut house. I was never crazy. They just wanted me out of the picture. Now they have to. That's it. The passage ends abruptly. What could Lillian mean by all this? Yeah, theaters were in a bad shape already, right? Now, oof. Thanks, Zeno. I wonder if it's an elaborate misdirect, is what I'm trying to say. Oh, you mean so they haven't been bought by Cineplex and closed down? Because that's what happened here. You find my way to the hedge maze here. That is not the way to the hedge maze. There it is. Love it. Ah, I so miss the Oxford. That was such a shame. And they're turning it into nothing. And then, honestly, I feel like opening the club next to it and calling it the Oxford was just a slap in the face. Like, the Oxford was a perfect old theater for small films and for older films. And I knew the second that Cineplex took over the Sobeys movie or film or theater franchise that its days were numbered. The hedge garden. This hedge garden is very strange. In the center, you see a small fountain, while a nearby statue overlooks it. Perhaps at one time this was someone's place of quiet contemplation. Oh, look at the statue. There's something there. A statue of a dancing nymph overlooks the fountain. What's this? You notice a small square shaft protruding from the base of the statue. Settle down, Jessica. Inventory. I'm carrying a lot of stuff around. Use valve handle on shaft. Let's work the shaft. Put valve on shaft. The metal valve handle is now attached to the valve stem at the base of the statue. Upon turning the valve handle, you hear a click and the fountain comes to life. The fountain flow subsides when you turn the handle back. Try again. Turn valve. Push statue. You grab the statue and find it turns easily. As you turn it, you notice a hidden trap door in the ground, opening simultaneously. Just talking about Shaft. My God, I made a talking about Shaft joke with my daughter, and I had to explain the whole thing to her, and she's just like, I don't get why you find that so funny. Like, yeah, that's fair. I didn't think my father was funny either when I was 12 years old. Yeah, I know. All right, let's see here. Light lantern. Using a match, you carefully light the lantern. It glows brightly. This looks like an underground passage of some sort. I love that there's a T-Rex. Oh my god. Boy, it sure is dark down here. The sudden sound of scurrying rats causes your heart to begin beating wildly. Nice lighting. This looks like an underground passage of some sort. Yeah, I've already done that. Okay. Oh, I see eyes. This is pretty neat. It appears that you've discovered an old, sealed-off portion of the basement. You notice some outdated laundry paraphernalia in the form of a laundry chute, a wash tub, and a broken-down wringer. You can barely make out a pile of something underneath the chute. The laundry chute appears to come down from the old plantation house right above you. Am I missing? Oh, there it is over there. Oh, whoa. A pile of dead bodies. Did you see the way that lit up? That was fantastic. Someone has cruelly dumped the bodies of Gertie, Wilbur, Gloria, Ethel, Fifi, Jeeves, and Clarence down the old laundry chute. That's really well done for a game this age. It looks as if the two opposite walls have been bricked up. On the left wall, next to one bricked up portion, you notice a small metal plate. With some effort, you were able to insert the crank into the hole of the small metal plate. It fits perfectly. As you slowly turn the crank, a secret panel opens to another passage. Hey, Joe. This got really, really dark. I love what they've done with the... Considering what they had to work with, the way they've done the lighting here is great. You've come upon some stairs leading upward. You wonder where they might lead. Well, where do these stairs go? What? You have entered a cold, dark tomb. From the moonlight shining in through the stained glass window, you can make out 4 vaults in the wall and a stone sarcophagus on the floor. Each vault has a nameplate above it. The tomb door is barred on this side. I think we've seen that door before, haven't we? This is where you find you have the blood of Dracula. I love it. The vault door is sealed shut. You can't open it with your hands. Use crowbar on vault. Oh, for God's sake. Use crowbar. Use crowbar on vault. Getting irritated. Use crowbar on vault. Okay, still not close enough. Not sure how to be any closer. Literally bumping my face into it. Pry open vault. Use crowbar on vault. Oh, God. Every now and then, we're still running into these classic Sierra issues. Use crowbar. Use crowbar on vault. Okay, I'm annoyed. Let's see if we can open this one. Use crowbar on vault. Okay. Pry open vault with crowbar. You insert the crowbar into the small opening between the vault door and the tomb wall. You then pull with all your might. With a loud crack, the door pops open. Oh, God, seriously? Nervously, you peek into the open vault and see a leather pouch. You remove the leather pouch from the vault and take it with you. That's really all we have to do in here. Laura. Later pile of dead bodies. Keenad, we found a pile of dead bodies. That's what you missed. And a T-Rex. I want an Astro City cab so badly. I just feel like that would be prohibitively expensive. Good for her. What a gal. Hi. Why are you following me? Get out the bear spray. Wow, that's mean. That's literally what it's like to be a woman. Wow. This game's got everything. There's Lillian talking to the dolls again. We have a visitor, darlings. Sit up straight now. Something wrong with you, Lillian. See, there's 7 days marked on the chalkboard there. Whoa! I wasn't even looking at the screen when that happened. Oh my god, we're so far back. Okay. Oh, Sierra. Let's go visit Celia and Crazy Lillian again. Just remember, if you were playing this off a floppy disk back in the day, that the loading between each room was not nothing. I want to point out that her feet match the stairs perfectly on that scene. That's great, Keenan. I think a lot of us were in that position. I never ever loaded games off a tape. I always thought that was the weirdest thing ever when I heard that was a thing. I do have a tape. I think I have an official Commodore tape drive from my 64, though. I know I have an official disk drive. Just like the old magazines that used to publish, where they actually had code that you would type in. I've read so many stories of especially bedroom coders from the UK who got their start by fixing the code that they would type in from those magazines, the typos. Okay, Crazy Lillian, that's done. Let's save. Yeah, we were only a console family for a long time. I did have my little Tandy 1000 RL, so I could play a few Sierra games. I wonder if that's always been there to fall on her head, and I just haven't because I haven't walked directly under it for the entire game. Because I mean, it's always been sort of tilting back and forth. Keenad, we lived the same childhood, I think. It's not tilting back and forth anymore. I see nothing special. Beat it, kid. This ain't none of your business. Oh, okay. He's still looking. Uh-oh. A bad feeling comes over you as you look around this room. The small desk chair has been knocked over and you see a fresh blood stain on the rug. Is this Clarence's room? Don't think I'm in the right room. Oh, yes, I am. You notice that just one page has been written on, and today's date, May 27th, 1925, heads it. Curiously, you read the rest. It says, I'm terribly apprehensive about what's going on here. I can't say why. Just call it a bad sensation. But as the evening wears on, I'm feeling more and more alone. Where's Wilbur? Where's Gertie? Where's Gloria? Could they have left without me? Is there a way to leave the island that I'm not aware of? Still, the spine-tingling feeling won't leave, and frankly, I'm scared. All right, we are in the end game here, I believe. This place is pretty empty. You read the note. It says, "Meet me in the hedge garden." Oh no, a sudden gust of wind blows away the note. Beauregard seems agitated about something. Maybe you should investigate. Nope, he's on his own. Uh-oh. Oh no, someone has shot Lillian to death in the hedge garden. Quite afraid now, you fear greatly for your own life. So I guess it wasn't Lillian. What do you mean I'm not close enough? I'm literally standing next to her. Seriously. With trembling hands, you examine Lillian's body and see the horrible gunshot wound to her chest area. What's this? You suddenly find a skeleton key in a pocket of the old army cape. Since it may be useful, you take it with you. I hope no one fell down that hole I left open in the ground. You notice the silver derringer lying on the ground near Lillian's feet. Is it a silver Rick derringer? As you stoop to pick up the derringer, your eye happens to fall upon a bullet not far from Lillian's hand. Huh. Murder by death. You hear scuffling upstairs. Parrot's still alive. I still have to watch Knives Out. You hear some scuffling further upstairs. No, we gotta go to Henri's room first. Can we appreciate the walk animation on her for a minute? Look at that. That's fantastic. Uh-oh. This elegant room must be the Colonel's. You notice there's an elevator shaft here. Oh, that's not... Okay. Someone has left the doctor's bag open on the floor. You're not close enough. I'm literally next to it. The contents are a mess inside. It looks as if someone has hurriedly searched through it. Oh man, The Wiggles. Look out. Band I've seen more live. I've seen that band more times live than any other band in my life. Still hearing some scuffling upstairs. Phil's never seen the Wiggles. Phil thinks he's too cool for the Wiggles. He doesn't know. Seen Celine Dion twice, I think. My first my first concert was Alabama. Let's save this bad boy. Here we go. Use skeleton key on door. Using the skeleton key, you unlock the attic door. Oh no, Colonel Dijon and Rudy are in the midst of a fierce struggle. You see a hypodermic needle between them, and it's impossible to tell which of the two men is the aggressor. This is indeed a dangerous situation. Well, I'm going to get the real ending, and then we'll go back to the bad ending. You've shot and wounded Rudy. Thank you, young lady, Laura. That was some mighty fine shooting for a gal. I guess I owe you my life, don't I? Why, my nephew was trying to kill me with poison in one of Wilbur's hypodermic needles. Still got the beady eyes. Oh, it's terrible what's been happening here tonight. I invite everyone here to tell them about my will, and they end up killing each other over it. Truthfully, I was keeping my eye on everyone in the house tonight, or so I thought. I didn't see any of the murders. It wasn't until I met Rudy in my bedroom that he told me what had happened. I couldn't believe it. Just reading fast because I'm afraid it'll scroll by too quickly. He told me that my niece Lillian had finally gone totally berserk out of a crazy jealousy was killing everyone that she thought had gotten between her and me. Yeah, clue. No kidding, right? She managed to just about murder everyone till she attacked Rudy with my Derringer. Rudy managed to wrestle the gun from her and in self-defense killed her instead. My nephew, seeing as how everyone else was already dead, decided to finish the job by killing me with a hypodermic needle and say I died of a heart attack induced by the terrible deeds that my niece had done. I can't stand much more of this. Laura, please find Celie and tell her to fire one of the signal rockets that we use to summon help in emergencies. The next morning, the Popo. Somehow I knew that one day Rudy would run afoul of the law. You've been a loyal servant to me for many years, Celie, and both Beauregard and Blaze trust you. Blaze must be the parrot? I've decided to leave all my money to you, provided you take care of my animals for the rest of their lives. Course, sir. I can't think of nothing else I'd rather do. Thank you, sir. Brutal. Miss Beau, I know you found an old Civil War treasure on my estate. Since you so bravely saved my life, I'll let you keep every dime of it for yourself as a reward. Thank you, Colonel Dijon. That's very kind of you. I would have loved to see bare naked ladies. You know, Beauregard, people are funny creatures. They're greedy, they're rude, they're selfish. That's why we live way out here, to get away from them, but we couldn't get away from them completely, could we, boy? No, not completely, but everything will be okay now. Finn. Sleuthometer. Yeah, let's review the notes. Why not? This is neat. Oh, I didn't take a food item. That's probably the only thing I got incomplete. It's kind of cool that it tells you what you missed. So, unlike other Sierra games, they were keeping score, but they didn't tell you what your score was until the end. Oh, there's another incomplete. This glorious swan song. That's fantastic. It's just hit me, and I don't know why. This is Clue, right? Colonel Dijon? That's Colonel Mustard. Why did I not see that before? Okay, so I'm going to restore, and I'm going to shoot the wrong person. Use skeleton key. Let's see. Load gun. Okay. He's dead. You've shot and killed Colonel Dijon. Thanks, kid. You saved my life. That old coot lured me up here when I wasn't looking and tried to stick me with a hypodermic needle from Dr. Field's bag. I hate to think what was in it, but without you coming along, I might be dead now, just like the others. Did you know about the others? Well, let me tell you about it. I found out that my uncle lured us here so he could kill us. He never had any intention of leaving his money to any of us at all. He only wanted to get rid of us. He's been sneaking around here all night. One by one, he's been murdering everyone. He had us all fooled, let me tell you. He was in a lot better shape than we all thought. Well, it's a shame about everyone else, but at least you and I are still alive. I'm sure this night's been real traumatic for you. You go on home in the morning and I'll stay here a couple more days to tend to things. If you will, I'd like you to contact the authorities in New Orleans and let them know what happened here tonight. Thanks again, kid. Sweetheart. The next morning. Later that same day, this is complicated. As you near the wharf of New Orleans, you consider last night's events. Was Rudy telling you the truth, or could there be more to the story? Oh well, you probably never know. Best to forget it and go on with your life. Maybe the police will find the answers. Poor Lillian. Poor everybody. Okay, so that was the poor ending. Alright, fair. So that was the Colonel's Bequest. We still have a half hour to kill. I don't think I'm going to open my island, but I think I'll just fire up some Animal Crossing for 20 minutes. Be right back. Boy, that's screwed up. Here we go. I mean, I don't have to play Animal Crossing. I could play one of the online, the Nintendo Switch Online Super Nintendo games instead. What do you want? What do we think? What are we thinking? Could do either. Maybe we'll just kill some time with a Super Nintendo game. Oh wait, it's still retro. Whew, that's red. That is red. I have played Animal Crossing today, so I don't need to check in. Ugh, Stunt Race FX. God. Game was so awful. I traded on the fact that it was an FX chip game and nothing else. I'm terrible at this game, so this should be interesting. Oh, God. Yeah, I mean, Ghouls and Ghosts on the Genesis is better than this game. You know if that's loud enough. It's awfully quiet. Oh, never mind. It's quiet on my screen because I have the volume down. Also do some chest placement. Probably didn't want that, but anyway. There's a lot to like, don't get me wrong. It sounds nice. Ooh. Screw you, jumping dog. That I'm about to jump into. Wow, that was real close. Thank goodness for all the slowdown. A better weapon would be nice. I also always forget that I have a time limit. There we go. I just thought the sound of these skulls rattling was always impressive. There we go. Now we're talking. That was close. Oh, neat. Am I gonna run out of time or what? I already have a shield. Oh, was it an upgrade? Oh well. You win some, you lose some. You had to give it to this game for special effects. Oh, okay. I wasn't sure I was going to make that jump. No, don't you dare. I'm missing an awful lot of chests. Woo 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 woo. I wouldn't say I've been missing it, Bob. Especially where I have a special weapon that will literally tell me where the chests are, and I haven't been taking advantage of it. I've never beaten Demon's Crest. Well, I could change weapons if I wanted to. I always loved this stage. Love the music, love the graphics. Plus, got all that transparent, all those transparent sprites, which I thought were so cool. I think if you climb down that ladder, a chest appears. You son of a motherless goat. Probably didn't really want that weapon, but okay. That was close. Oh, you bastard. Yeah, got some points. Don't think I want the lance. That's what I thought. Oh, I forgot about this. Not crazy about this weapon. It's another mimic or whatever they're called, isn't it? Oh, you piece of garbage. Oh, you suck. I love that he cries when he lands. That is pretty great, I have to say. Yep. Jump too soon. I use the lance a lot. It's pretty good, Jaspertine. It's solid dad joke. I like it. My kids would hate that, so I'd love it. Oh, you suck. Oh. This game's hard. Did I mention this game's hard? This game's pretty hard. Input lag, that's the problem. Nope. Oh, Greg. It's a good plan. Brutal. Oh, it was brutal. Yeah, okay. Ooh. Yep. Here it comes. Hey, I was smart enough not to run into him that time. Okay, so that didn't work. Oh, come on. There's no way that hit me. Super Nintendo sucks. Couldn't possibly have a weapon I want more. Did I not used to get a chest right there? Like, what am I doing wrong? Running. He's gonna hit me. No, he's not. Okay. Oh, Greg. Okay, that was almost a disaster. Okay. No, nothing has gone right there. Nothing was good about that. Screw you, you little pink piece of... Ugh. I'm not using the official Nintendo Joy-Con. Can I destroy those chests if I hit them before they close again? Because that would be ideal. Yeah, that's what I thought. I was hurrying there and I shouldn't have. Well, that was worthless. Ah, you piece of garbage. Thanks, Tommy. So tomorrow night we're playing more Ghouls and Ghosts stuff because we're playing Gargoyle's Quest, which I hope we'll finish tomorrow night. But I'm not 100% sure we will. Now we're talking. Yeah. There we go. Come to Papa. I mean, that didn't do me any good, but... right into it. Oh. Yeah, okay. Oh, okay. That was almost terrible again. Oh, come on. Oh, right. I forgot about this spot. These jumps were hard because he has such a just a weird jump trajectory that you can't change. I remember these guys sucking. This is a cool sequence, though. A really cool sequence. This game was good for that, gotta say. No. Ugh. I nearly just completely screwed that up. Gonna get some points. Try to get some lives back. Holy God. Ooh, that was almost a disaster. This is gonna be a disaster, yep. Someday we'll play through this. This whole game's all about timing. I did not. I knew I would probably not enjoy it. Didn't want that. That was a little closer. Whoa. That was a perfectly timed double jump. Completely luck. I was totally jumping into that spike. Bump-a-dum. Ooh. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. Oh, he did it. He dared. Alright, those little mermen that are floating in the waves back there are great, and a really nice touch. Man. really, what was better about Zodiac Age? Because I was not a fan. I wanted to be a fan of 12, but I just didn't end up liking it. Like, what made Zodiac Age better? I'm probably going to regret this weapon. If I can get the armor, it'll be great. Really? So when I get back to playing Final Fantasy VII, which I do plan, or 12, when I do plan to do someday, I will have to play Zodiac Age. Really? You couldn't have jumped earlier? Don't want the axe, but I'm gonna get it. Probably should jump at some point. Oh, crap. This is no good. That was pretty impressive, though, I have to say. Okay, you know what? We're gonna jump. Yep, that's better. Armor. Nope. Yeah, you know what? I'll take it. Even though it's weaker, I just like this weapon a lot more. So funny that there's a time limit on this level. It's like, well, don't really have much of a choice. I really wish I'd gotten the magic armor. I don't have any memory of this boss. That hard stop at for the waves there, that's so very early Super Nintendo. Oh, okay. I can't go on the other side of him. Fair enough. That was a waste. Okay, die now. Seriously? You bastards. Ugh. Yeah, he's pretty easy. Alright, that got us right to 11:30. Look, 1 second left on the clock. Alright, well, that was Colonel's Bequest and a little bit of Super Ghouls and Ghosts to show you how difficult it is, because I am so good. Clearly, it's too difficult. Tomorrow night, Gargoyle's Quest. More Ghouls and Ghosts action. Don't be late. I hope to see you there. Have a great night. Stay safe. Hug your kids. And thank you for the donations. Thank you for the subs tonight. That's fantastic. We're closing in on $1,000 raised for the IWK. Let's keep it up. Let's get $1,000 done, and then we'll get a 12-hour donor request stream going. Good night.
Listen up, mistress, and you too, sister. Let's talk about something that's a real brain twister. Drugs, drugs, drugs. Which are good, which are bad. Drugs, drugs, drugs. Ask your mom or ask your dad. Drink a little water. Take the doctor's pill. Drugs can make you better. when you're feeling ill. Drugs, drugs, drugs. We got this, we got that. Drugs, drugs, drugs. Ask your mama, ask your dad. There's lots of other drugs that sure have a flaw. Watch it now, man. It's trouble with the law. Drugs, drugs, drugs. We got this, we got that. Drugs, drugs, drugs. Ask your mama, ask your dad. Drugs, drugs, drugs. We got this, we got that. Drugs, drugs, drugs. Ask your mama,